show us where the bad men touched you, Drake.
Am I impressed by these noodles?
Making it a night of some trough liquor?
What are the grenade ranges?
Welcome back to the Galactic Nomads Traveler Adventures. We've been on Impulse Power the last 9 months, but are getting ready to ramp those jump drives back up. We are still new to the travel universe because of our hiatus, and learning as we go. If you are also new, welcome aboard. If you are a veteran traveler and have some gems to share, or different interpretations of the rules, let us know, because we do find some of them confusing. Like, subscribe, leave a comment here, or on our Facebook page, Galactic Nomads. That's Nomads with a G, because we are not just travelers, we are gnome travelers. Because why not? It's space. Anything can go. Check our playlist for character creation and character background information. And now let's return to the third consortium. Last episode, the crew was preparing the scout ship Scales of the Azure Mamba for a secret scout mission into the Callace system. Scout Master Fizzlethrust offered them permanent use of the ship if they would fulfill a mission for him outside normal scout channels, as he suspected his chain of command had been compromised, and he wanted to know what was happening with missing ships. What will they find in the depths of the Callace system? Let's find out. And as always, thanks for exploring with us.
So I get another week added to my training skill.
Sure, yeah, the ship's not all meant. You're not spending a lot of time trying to keep this ship from leaking all the air out of it, so
All right, cool.
you can have some free time.
7 weeks.
Oh, perfect 12 on the cooking check. You guys are eating good.
Oh, nice.
So unless you guys want to do something of any super significance over the roleplay playing chess or something, I'm happy to just skip a week.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I just want to work on getting my strength up.
That's right, we can work on that stuff too, huh? I will also work strength with you. Oh, do we work characteristics or skills?
Both.
Both?
Or
But only
one at a
One at
time.
a time, yeah.
All right, then I will also work on my
And
strength.
it takes 8 weeks of training, and then you can,
How many weeks are we at?
7.
well...
I'm at 1.
Have you been working on your...
I was working on. I think I was working on. I was working on my instrument.
your instruments?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So you have like 7 weeks of instrument training and 1 week of strength training?
Now that I've said it, is I don't want to switch out if that's what we're working on, so I'll keep working on my instrument.
All right.
Because I'd have to dump that instrument training and then start the week.
You
strength,
just
right?
you wouldn't have to dump it all. You just would go do it again some other time.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
I've done training every time we've had a chance to, so. Because I need
All right.
more
So
strength.
that puts you at 8 weeks, and
I
we'll
only
do
have 3 strength.
a check later to see.
I
if
guess you said we're at 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll keep going with instrument.
All right. So at the end of this, then you'll be ready to do a check to see if you got any better. See if you
Nice.
make third chair.
I obviously won't be able to launch grenades into our our thing, but I do want to read up on all of that stuff as much as possible
All right.
to try to
You're researching
yeah
grenade
on
and explosive
how-
warfare.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. Takes a week to get to the first coordinates. There's 3 coordinates because all 3 for each ship that disappeared. You've reached the one with the closest one. It's an asteroid belt, typical system stuff in between the inner, more solid planets and the outer gaseous planets. There are 11 planets in this
Heavy
system. Yep. So you arrive at the asteroid belt.
At the first, we're at the asteroid belt.
So this is the area where the ship disappeared, and the only thing that would really change is that any specific asteroids that were in this area would not be in this area anymore, although you could, if you knew which asteroids they were, you'd be able to track them and guess their location if you felt like you needed to check those out.
Do a sensor sweep.
But yeah,
Do a little sensor sweep.
Yeah, do a sensor sweep.
So what is it we're really looking for? Just something out of the ordinary?
Anything that stands out from, I guess, rock formations on the asteroids.
Well, you want to perform the sweep?
Let's see.
Well,
Do I have anything that'll?
Do you have sensors, electronics?
I have electronics. No.
Oh, so maybe I should perform the sweep.
I think you should.
All right. Well, if you take the con,
I'm gonna have
I'll take
recon
the
one,
census sweep.
but yeah, I'll
Alright.
take the con.
What are you gonna look for?
Anything out of the ordinary.
Actually, how does it go?
Anything that naturally doesn't belong on an
Very big.
asteroid.
That's true. We were looking for like stations. I guess anything that shows that there's been people that have
Okay.
gone through here. Ion trails.
Like
What's
steel,
the sensors going to tell?
like
me?
giant steel doors for
Ion
hidden
trails.
bases.
Ion trails.
Warp signatures.
There you go.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
I'm going to look for activity.
Okay.
6 plus 1, 7.
There doesn't appear to be anything too out of the ordinary in this, or out of the ordinary in this area. It's been a couple days flying around, and so far nothing has happened. So it would take you 3 days to get to the next location.
I mean, it's not like we can look out the window and hope to see something, right?
True.
Do I have to roll to look out the window?
No.
Okay.
You might need to roll to see something though.
I roll to see if there's something out my window.
All right.
What would that be? Search, survival,
Recon, investigate.
recon, investigate. 5 plus 1, 6.
All right.
Oh,
There are stars and asteroids.
Nice.
I got an idea.
Yes.
Probe drone.
Just send a probe out?
Yeah, I have a remote ops, so I could effectively send one of the drones out.
Well, we'd have to find something for the probe to look at.
Well, couldn't we just sweep over the asteroids?
Is that what you're doing now?
Well, I mean with a drone. I mean like visual, not just sensor
Sensors.
looking for.
You could. There are millions of asteroids.
Ah, fair enough. Well,
Yeah. Yes, that's what we want to do, but we'd have to rely on ship sensors to see whether or not we'd want to like really narrow that view out.
True.
So if something was fishy, but our
Then we
sensors couldn't
could,
pick up
yeah.
what really was different about it, a probe would then, give us that more focused look.
True. True.
I presume we're going based off of normal, like sci-fi picture sort of thing. The squiggly line tells us that something's there. Well, let's send something to investigate the squiggly line. Oh no, it's a theta
But we have no squiggly line.
portable thing. Yeah, no squiggly line.
Yeah.
It's very official sensor sweep technology
Okay, we
right
move
there.
on to the next place.
Trust in the squiggly line. All right. Go to the next. One down, 2 to go.
2 to go.
All right.
And when Yaz is flying now.
Yep. Woohoo.
It takes 3 days to get to the next point. There are just more asteroids. There are some bigger ones in this area, but it looks similar to the place you just came from.
Okay, so sensor sweep, I guess. Who wants
Sensor
to do
sweep.
that?
Ooh, an active sweep, which means if there's any passive people, they know we're here.
Oh,
But that does give us the most accurate picture.
true.
Let's see what the squiggly line says. 8 plus 1, 9.
All right. You see something that looks familiar to you.
Squiggly line.
Squiggly line.
Ooh, familiar to me.
Yes.
What's familiar about it?
It is an asteroid that looks like it has been turned into some kind of ship or station.
Oh no.
Another planetoid monitor.
So I'm picking up some energy signatures or something.
Yep.
Is it on?
It is a 1/4 mile in length and
What's that in
approximately-
space metrics?
Don't know.
It's not quite a small moon.
It's about
How many in gnome units?
6,000 meters long. Yeah, I think it'll be 6,000 meters.
That's a lot of gnomes end to end.
And 2,000 meters around. It's kind of a oblong
It's a big asteroid.
cigar shaped.
It's a giant,
So it's
it's
kind of
a
like an
giant
obelisk.
guitar.
And it is
Yeah.
spinning, unlike the other ones that seem to be rotating in random order, it is spinning in a very fast circular motion, not end over end, but it's narrow.
Like a top.
Yeah, kind of.
It's
Yeah.
spinning on its x-axis.
Yeah, it's spinning on like, so it's like, like this, it would be spinning like this. I
Okay.
don't know how to describe that.
That would be its yaw. Yeah.
So instead of going like this,
So it's not tumbling.
it's like this, yeah.
Much like perhaps it's spinning to create artificial gravity.
Maybe.
Do my sensors pick up anything emanating from this cigar-shaped asteroid monitor?
What kind of sensors you got?
Well, I got better sensors than what this book says. Military grade live scanner analysis suite, plus whatever you say, because you said it has better sensors.
Yeah, those are the better sensors.
Those are the better sensors. Okay.
Yeah, so it should say in there what that means.
What does that mean? Let me bring up sensors.
Sensor time.
It says military grade. I have jammers, lidar, and radar. Jammers, lidar, and radar. Difficulty modifier +0. 2 power, 2 tons. Yeah, it's like jammers, 10 centimeter.
All
I
right.
don't know what that is.
We should give him the raspberry.
Give him the raspberry.
From the shape that you're getting back
Mhm.
from your radar/lidar, you think there are protrusions in this that could be similar to the ones that were in the monitor.
Life signs?
No, just the design of it.
Oh, okay.
Like, section looked like where there could be observatory windows, a section where it looks like there could be like some kind of entryway into it, but you can't see details. You're, a few thousand miles away and
Like a
kilometers
landing
away.
bay or cargo bay.
But it doesn't seem to be on. Like, my sensors would be
Oh.
able to... Is it radiating, emitting, or
No, you don't have those
rotating?
You don't have those type of sensors.
You sure?
You just read it.
Yeah. Well, all ships come equipped with basic communications, sensor, and emission control suites. That's what scanners are. If they're broadcasting like electrical stuff, like if they have radar
I
on
thought you were controlling your own
or
emissions.
power plant, I would be able to pick that up. Unless they got, super secret spy stuff. I don't
Okay.
say super secret spy stuff, but if they're running passive.
It seems a little warmer than it should be for a rock, billions of miles away from the sun.
So the power plant's probably off.
Probably.
So we could maybe surmise that there's somebody here. This isn't one of the ships we're looking for, is it? It's not a survey ship, it's a
No,
monitor.
it's not a survey ship.
So it's probably not the Scout Services or the Imperium ship. It's somebody else's asteroid ship.
Are you telling them that, or are you asking me that?
Well, I guess I would be asking you that.
You don't know.
I don't know. So it's not emitting anything that's identifying itself. It's just, we picked it up because it was
It's
a
just
lot.
there.
Okay. Well, do you want
What was your role for your sensor sweep to discover that thing?
to... 9.
Okay.
Well, do you want to give them a call?
The one, were we supposed to find this?
No, we weren't expecting to see this
why would we
monitor
give
out
them
there.
a call?
Let's
Why
send
don't
a
you
probe. Yeah.
Send a probe.
Send a probe.
Okay.
All right, Steve wants to power up the probe. Are you going to get closer?
I want to be outside of weapons range.
I know it depends what kind of weapons I got.
I don't know.
What does my sensors tell me?
That's one reason why I want to send a
It
probe.
does not.
It doesn't say
See
it?
if they shoot the probe. 6,
But-
7.
You're 3,000 miles out now, and that's too far to send the probe.
Okay, how far
Okay.
do I have to be to send in a probe?
Like 500.
Then let's do that.
Alright.
All right.
I'm going to re-roll.
Hold on a second. Do some, how are you going to approach this thing?
Oh, you're
I'm
flying.
flying.
Oh, how are you going to approach this thing?
Guess we'll kind of skirt around it to start with.
Okay.
And
From underneath, from top, from side?
let's go from underneath.
All right.
Why not?
Or what is underneath to you?
Bottom of it.
That would be the spin of the galaxy?
Yes.
At the tip of the
All right.
cigar?
Ooh, there you go.
One of the tips.
Depends.
Just two
depends,
tips.
Depends on if you hold a cigar this way or this way.
All right. So you're just going to you're going to approach it from one of its ends. You're
Yes.
going to approach it from one of its ends. All right. Give me a piloting check.
Alright. Whoop. 3.
I thought you were going to use that as a cut. Not to roll in. So it's
There you
really
go.
funny. No, I just thought when you said you use it for rolling, that's what you meant.
I think I found a typo in the book.
Oh, really? There was a big surprise.
Yeah.
So you're coming in
And it's a 3-4.
from the bottom or from one of the ends. As you get within 1,000 kilometers of it, you can see what you think might be lights from like a windows.
Okay.
Like a series of windows going around the end which you were approaching. Would you like to keep approaching from that end?
Are we close enough for the probe now?
No, you're 1,000 miles. You're
So-
1,000 kilometers
Okay,
out.
I guess keep going.
All right.
So I think this typo changes things.
Oh,
So on the Scout sensors list, it says live scanner analysis suite. But under sensors, there's no live
There is
scanner analysis suite. There's a life scanner analysis suite.
There is live in there somewhere. I've read the difference, but I don't
Yeah.
remember where.
Okay.
One of them is you can detect general biological life, and one of them is you can tell what kind of life that is.
okay.
Yeah, that would be the life sensor, not the live sensor. There is no live sensor. It's life. So I think the typo is that V. I think it means this Serpent class comes with a life scanner analysis.
Yeah, maybe that's why I've seen
Yeah.
it 2 different ways.
Yeah, because
Maybe.
there's the life scanner, which is calibrated to detect signs of life, separate like the difference between those life forms. So we could tell the difference between insects or migrating animals or like social groups of sentient creatures.
Right. There should be one that's just general.
But then there's the life scanner, which lets us like pick up stuff like the physical configuration of the life, what it eats, and other information that will prepare us for any direct encounter with a life form.
Right. So there are 2 different ones.
Yeah, and we got the good one, so we can tell more.
Oh, okay.
So technically, I guess I would be able to tell.
No, you can't tell.
They have spy
because
shielding.
there's nothing there, or at least the sensors would tell me there's nothing there.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. You're gonna keep heading towards those things that look like windows.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not? I mean, got nothing to lose
You
but our lives.
You get within 500K.
All right.
You gonna do some probing?
Launch the probe.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Pernicki, you want to fly?
And it says
You want to fly?
I'll take sensors. I'll be
Oh.
your
Yeah,
astrogator.
I have sensors
Oh, you want
as a skill.
You want to do some
so I can
sensoring?
do some sensoring.
All right,
yeah.
I'll do some fly.
All right, and I'll do the probing.
Do the probing.
All right. So there is a console there from which you can launch probes and fly
Okay.
remote vehicles and probes and stuff.
Nice.
Make a sensor check. See any sensors now.
7.
All right. You are being followed.
Ooh.
You pick up 2
I don't know. I might want to go to the turret.
vehicles behind you.
Hey, look at this.
Hey, what is it?
We're being followed
Oh no.
by 2
2
behind
small
us.
craft.
Yeah,
2 squiggly
small
lines.
crafts. Yeah, 2 squiggly lines
squiggly
behind
lines.
us.
Ooh. Now, do I do the probe or do I go to the turret?
Wow. What are you going to do with the probe now?
Well,
Did we get the probe out?
no, I haven't launched it yet. I haven't rolled for it, so I haven't launched it yet.
Well, thinking the scout rules is if they were intending to do something other than mess with us, they would have probably raised communications.
Yeah.
Do you want to try to talk to them? Well, that wasn't your original question. I think I'd rather you be pointing a gun at them than a sensor probe.
Yeah, because I figured one of you guys can talk to him as long as somebody's in the turret, just in case.
I think you can control it from the bridge too.
Oh, maybe.
You got options.
Oh, okay.
Either or.
All right.
Yeah.
I flip the comm switch and I raise comms.
You need like a general broadcast.
Say this. Oh wait, what's our name? This is Scales of Azure. This is the Mamba. To the 2 identified ships inbound.
Please identify.
Over. Please identify. Over. Nice.
A minute goes by and nobody says anything.
Are they still coming towards us?
They are at the same distance. Are you still flying?
Well, we're
Well, we're hanging out 5K, 500K from.
Are you circling? Have you stopped?
well. You always circle. Come on now.
Okay.
Nobody
Yeah, we're
stops.
circling. Yeah, we're circling.
This isn't fake Enterprise.
Yeah.
Let's just stop right here.
All right. The asteroid's moving. We got to keep up with it.
I'll stop. No.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, nobody answers.
How far away are they to us?
Oh, they are approximately 1,000 kilometers out.
Oh, they're like right there.
Maintaining. Yeah.
Are they pointing at us?
You can't see them. They're behind you.
Oh, what does my sensor say?
They're following you.
Okay.
They're at exactly 1,000 kilometers.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I guess if they're not being aggressive, we go ahead and launch the probe. I mean, I don't want to shoot at them if they're not doing, if
They
they're
could.
not.
They Could be from the monitor.
It could be, but we don't know if the monitor's an enemy yet.
I mean, they're not saying anything. That's
kind of shady.
It is kind of shady. I'll ready the turrets then. I could shoot first, but
All right, make another sensors check.
yeah, I don't really want to shoot first.
8.
Ooh. There are 2 of the same signatures, and one's in front of you, and one is a little bit above that. About 2,000.
2 more?
Yeah.
So now we have 4 that are around us.
Yeah. Now you can let them know.
Yeah, we're being surrounded, boys. And there's one here and there's one here.
Well, maybe
So-
we should
So one of them is in front of your ship, but you can't see it.
cloaked.
so the sensors are picking it up,
Yes,
but I can't see anything at the bubble canopy.
correct.
Maybe we should disengage.
Sounds great. I punch it.
All right. What direction are you going?
Just down. If it's in front of us, I'm zipping down underneath it.
Anywhere they
Full
are.
throttle. Let's see how I act with some space dust.
Right?
All right.
You know what? I punch it closer to the monitor. Do a little antagonizing.
All right. You're going to close in.
I'm gonna close in.
So from 500K, it'll take you like 20 seconds to get into there.
Nice. I'm in and I'm doing a J hook.
All
In
right.
and around it.
You just skimming its surface.
Skimming its surface. Let's see what these mystery signals do.
Give me a piloting check.
Hopefully they don't have turbo lasers.
9 plus 1, 10.
Nice.
All right. You punch it,
Or do I got a little wheel? Maybe I got a little wheel.
and the other ships move on the comm channel. You hear SP04291 Charlie. You are in violation of Imperial Consortium Scout Service airspace. You will power down immediately and surrender your vessel.
Having no admin skills, I can't back up whether or not that's a real thing.
I have admin.
Ooh. Hey, does it sound right, Beth?
I mean, it could.
Sure.
But I'm thinking since they didn't respond to our original hail,
Yeah, something
that's kind of
sounds
shady.
weird.
Something's off.
And didn't the guy that we're doing this mission for, wasn't there?
So
You're saying
they're-
there was weird things going on.
That's
So
I respond on comms.
Okay.
This is the Mamba. We're under service of the... Oh, God, I forgot the big Scout Service name. I forgot what our big fancy Scout Service name is.
Fizzlethrust.
Oh, no. The service itself, not the guy.
No, the Interstellar Consortium Scout Service.
That's right. We're on mission for the Interstellar Consortium Scout Service in the
Nice.
Callace system. Please send your verification per Imperial Guidance 13, Section 4. Over.
oh,
Forgot the niner.
Oh, shit. Yeah, don't correct it.
Negative Mamba, you are not authorized for this quadrant. You will power down and surrender your vessel.
Does he say over?
No.
Can I butt in on the comm?
I mean, all the consoles work, kind of, from my understanding. Yeah, sure, you could.
Okay. Under whose authority? It's a valid question.
Unknown vessel, this is Mamba. Under whose authority, over?
Yeah.
You are not cleared for that information. You will power down your vessel and surrender immediately.
I'm still
Still flying.
we're still flying
Still
around.
flying around.
All right. Roll an initiative.
Woo!
4.
No, I don't remember.
Intelligence or dexterity,
okay.
whichever one you prefer.
Go on with intelligence because we are happen to be intelligent somewhat to deal
You're a
with
smarty
the shift
pants.
stuff. So 14.
Got 9 plus 2, 11.
So we can go with intellect for a modifier.
Yeah.
+1.
So you got 5.
Yeah.
Pernicky, they've just told Drix to shut down. You gonna do anything?
We need to punch it out of here,
Yeah.
guys. And if y'all aren't gonna do it, I'm gonna take over and fly this thing.
We're here to find out some
As you
stuff,
should.
right?
We just found out some stuff.
Yeah, we just found out. Yeah.
And we're ready to go back.
We didn't find out nothing.
Well,
Yeah, we did. There's
this monitor.
this here, and it's not supposed to be here.
And I guarantee you there's a lot more fighters on that monitor than just
Yeah.
the ones that are chasing us.
It's true. Even though we couldn't see them.
Yeah.
All right.
So I say we just punch it the hell out. I'm with Pernicky on this
All
one.
right. We're going full throttle. So back to Callace. All right. Then I point in that direction, and away I go.
All right.
Let's see, the space
Maximum
chase.
velocity. Space
Right.
chase.
It's time for a lesson in space combat.
Oh, man. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah,
They can even do initiative differently. 2D plus the pilot's skill plus the ship's thrust score.
Ooh. One piloting, so it's 2D, which is 9, plus my skill piloting,
Yeah. So,
1,
So you had an 11.
and the thrust score.
So then you put the ship's thrust score on there.
What's the thrust score?
It's listed under. It should be under the ship's stats.
Thrust 2.
Thrust 2.
So it'd be 12. 12 initiative for us.
Right.
Yes. So thrust is used to change the range between you and other ships.
Okay.
If you want to get adjacent, it would be thrust 1, which was 1 kilometer or less. If you want to get close, which is 1 to 10 kilometers, that would also be 1. For example, nearby or dogfighting vessels. Short range up to 250 kilometers, you need thrust 2. Ships in same orbital path. Medium is up to 10,000 K. You need a thrust required for 5. And then up to 25 is 10. Up to 50K, you need thrust 25. And for 50,000 K, you need thrust 50.
And what are we at right now?
So
We're medium.
you're 2. You are at short range.
Short range.
But if you add that 2, then you can add, so you can add,
So if I wanted to go further or closer away to where they're at.
thrust.
Okay.
The thrust is how much distance you can cover on that turn.
Okay.
Does not say.
So if one ship is trying to escape another, then subtract the lower thrust from the higher to work out the range band change.
Yeah.
The faster ship will either gain or pull away. So I can use our thrust to move into a different range band or for combat maneuvering,
Okay.
like aiding the gunner, docking, or evasive action.
Okay.
The core book, Space Combat. Oh, whenever someone says they can't identify themselves in space, that's pirate action right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Something's not right.
Something's totally not right.
Are you going to pour on the thrust?
Born on the thrust.
And what's your thrust? 2?
2.
And describe how that works again
Uh,
for the audience.
do so
And us.
for yeah, for us. All right, so we're on. Well, I should say we're on the maneuver step, attack step, action step. I think we've already assigned our crew duties. So I'm flying.
Yeah, movement.
Okay, yeah, I'm flying. I guess I'll also take captain because I'm the flyer, and we don't have like a captain's chair. Then
And it is all part of your scout, whatever
Yeah.
stuff. So
Then we have a sensor operator, which is Pernicky. Then we have a turret gunner with yaws, and we don't have to worry about anything else other than that.
and we have an excellent cook with Larry.
Oh, that's right. We have
Yes.
Larry. Where's Larry? What's Larry doing? Oh, Larry's our engineer.
Larry's not an engineer.
I thought Larry was an engineer.
No.
No.
Larry's a cook.
He's a cook.
Trix has been under the
Yes.
impression he was an engineer.
He has some electronic skills.
Okay,
Since he's the cook, he'll be great if we get boarded.
that's right.
He's got basic electronic skills.
Okay.
And you pour on the thrust, he's like, hey, what's going on there, guys?
Each turret has its own gunner, so technically he could be a gunner. Oh, that's right. Oh no, Larry. We didn't really clarify whether or not internal comms was being used.
My souffle just flew out of the oven.
That's right. So somebody tell Larry what's happening.
Well, Larry, since your souffle's done, get in the gunner seat.
Okay, so movement, the amount of thrust required to increase or decrease the range band.
And I guess I'm gonna head to a gunner seat as well, unless if I need to.
Yeah, I think you're the gunner. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Get ready.
one ship is trying to escape another, then subtract the lower thrust from the higher to work out the range band change. faster ship will either gain or pull away from the
Okay.
slower. So if we're at
+2.
medium range band, we obviously want to go further.
Yeah.
So if we put our 2 into there, so we're trying to go to the very long range.
Oh, I thought this said Gunner 1, and I was like excited, but it actually says Gambler. I was looking at the wrong one.
Oh.
Oh, he's going to gamble on that gun.
Gambler 1.
Yep, he's gambling on that gun.
And I'm gonna hit him. So yeah, I want to put all my thrust into increasing our range band.
Okay. So you do that, and these guys are going to follow you with a thrust of 6.
So they are easily keeping up.
Damn.
Yeah, in fact, I think they would catch up under those rules, wouldn't they?
Yeah. So if they have 6, then
jeez.
that would subtract our 2, so they would be able to have 4 thrust for the range band. So if they're at medium, they could they could get closer if they wanted to.
All right. They're going to do that.
Okay.
They're going to get up close and personal.
Or they can get as close as they can.
Yeah.
So that would make them adjacent. So it'd be 1, 2, 3. So they'd have 1 thrust left,
Okay.
which would allow them to do things like 8 gunners, docking, or evasive action,
All right.
which
that
are the
sounds
3
good.
options we have.
All right. And what comes next after that?
After that, once all ships have worked out their movement and combat maneuvering, they can launch attacks.
All right.
This is done in initiative order. There's also telling us to look at reactions. Yeah, so I think reactions come back later. They do come back later. Oh, that's the action step. So we're at the attack step.
All right. You went first. You couldn't do anything. Trix went. They went. Yaz, what do you do? You're on the guns.
I'm on the gunner.
Larry's coming around.
Oh, we're not at that step yet.
Oh,
That's the
That's what he's
action
doing.
step.
well.
Oh,
turn.
unless you're shooting.
It's his
Yeah,
turn.
I'm on
Yeah.
the gun. I'm on the gun seat.
Okay. Because they're a lot faster than us.
Ooh. What do you think?
Oh, you don't have time to ask questions. You
Yeah.
gotta decide whether you can shoot or not.
True.
That's right. You got to do it. It's on you.
Oh.
And we have a double turret, right?
Do I shoot
You have
first?
2 double turrets,
2 double turrets.
each with 1 pulse laser and each with 1 sendcaster.
Its range is long, so you can fire, and you get a +2 because we're.
Okay, so +2.
I think there's a
1 from my skill.
short range, so it's +1. Do you add that +1 to the +2?
Ooh,
Common modifiers to space attacks. The following modifiers are commonly used to influence gunner checks. Or is that up to me? Short range +1, pulse laser +2, beam laser +4.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because now we're in close range combat, so it's different.
Or do you pick one or the other? Like, it seems a little too much to add short range and pulse lasers.
I don't know, because I'm thinking whoever these guys are, they're counting on that our turrets aren't going to work.
You
think
got a
they're counting
point.
on it.
You got a point.
Bringing them in closer, Merlin.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm going to take a pot shot.
All right.
See how serious these guys are.
Do you do special rolls for that?
Traveler on gunner duty for the weapon being fired then makes an appropriate skill check, and as normal for any skill check, if he scores 8+, the attack is successful and damage is dealt to the target. The standard skill check used when making an attack from a spacecraft is 2D plus gunner, if it's the appropriate specialty, plus your dex difficulty modifier. The following modifiers are commonly used to influence the gunner check. Short range +1. So we're not at short range, we're at adjacent.
Well, they're going to be behind you. They're not going to come up next to you.
Oh, okay, so they're not going to go all the way?
No.
So we were at medium. What range band are they going to be at?
Yeah, you're like 500 kilometers out.
Oh, 500 kilometers?
Yes, which
So
I believe is
we're
short
at-
range.
We're at medium. Oh, wait, no, my bad, I read that. Yeah, okay, they're short range. So short range +1 modifier. We have to decide who you're going to shoot at first.
I'll shoot at the closest one.
Nice.
Okay.
So,
To aid gunners, a pilot may attempt to aid his gunner by providing a more stable firing platform. Along the optimum attack vector, the pilot makes a pilot check to start a task chain with his gunners, as described on page 60.
which we didn't do because I put our 2 thrust into trying to fly away from these guys.
Oh, yeah, evasive action?
Yeah.
All right,
Or no, not evasive action, just movement.
just movement.
Because I didn't do combat maneuver because we only had 2 thrust
Yeah.
to
All right.
spend. But we found out that
They hit 6.
They're significantly faster than us, so
Yeah.
we can't outrun them.
So my modifiers, it's
2D plus your gunner plus your dex modifier.
Okay. So that's
You're short range, so it's a +1. And you're using a pulse laser, which is +2.
8, 9 with the +2.
So that should be
Because I have
a
plus
hit,
I have
should it not?
1 for turret, and I have +1 for dex.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we just fired the weapon.
So it's 5 + 4.
So we fired the weapon. They can dodge it,
Yeah,
which
that's what I'm looking for.
evasive action. The pilot of a spacecraft may dodge incoming attacks so long as the spacecraft has unspent thrust after movement and combat maneuvering,
Oh yeah.
which they do. Each point of unspent thrust will allow the spacecraft to attempt to dodge one attack. The attack suffers a negative DM equal to the pilot's skill. So how do you dodge it?
Wait, my pilot gets a negative for his skill?
Equal to the pilot's skill. The attack suffers a negative... Oh, the attack suffers a negative DM equal to the pilot's skill. So whatever he just got, he gets a minus difficulty modifier
Okay.
based on whoever that pilot's skill is.
Well, I'm going to say he wasn't expecting to get shot at.
Oh, and yeah, it's +8. So if you get an 8+, you hit.
So that's a hit.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So he had how much more thrust? He did... Well, we were at medium. He kept that speed going, so that was 4 thrust. Then he did, I guess, the remaining 4 points into evasive action.
No, this guy's not doing anything.
Oh, he's not doing
They're not
anything.
expecting it.
No, he's surprised.
Oh, okay.
Hence the subroutine.
Nice. So then that means you hit.
And a
Spacecraft damage scale.
pulse laser does 2d damage. That doesn't seem like very much.
I know, right? Especially for a ship. I
Well.
mean,
I guess all it takes is a little hole to
I guess
go
so.
through.
Yeah. Just hit it in the sweet spot, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so damage scale. Spacecraft weapon to a spacecraft target. Your DM to hit is 0 or +0. Damage is just ×1.
So what does that mean?
I think that just means that if we decide to attack ground-based targets, we get some bonuses and stuff.
Right.
And we have a double turret, which is okay. Oh, okay, so now we have to do the damage of the weapon.
Yeah, so the pulse laser does 2d.
So you got to roll 2d, Yaws.
All right.
4.
Once the total amount of damage a weapon is causing has been calculated, apply the effect of the attack roll to the damage roll. As normal. The armor of the spacecraft is deducted.
Alright,
So
so
what's
it
the-
says armor is 2.
Okay. The remaining damage is the total that is removed from the spacecraft's hull. Once the spacecraft has been reduced to 0 hull, you're dead. You're probably dead.
Yeah.
Your ship is no longer operational. You have no power for life support. Death is coming soon.
Alright.
What is the hole on it?
You don't know.
Oh man, it's
You know
mysterious.
what type of ship it
Is
is.
this mysterious?
Well, whatever you know is you fired and you hit something.
I did.
And so that ship, a couple pulses come out, you hit the ship, and it veers like it was trying to avoid them, but obviously it was a super delayed reaction.
Right.
And the other ships kind of just started
Freaking out.
moving around a little bit, like, whoa, what's going on there?
Oh. A ship will suffer a severity 1 critical hit every time it loses 10%, rounded up, of its starting hull.
And is that under the critical hits effect table?
Yes.
All right.
Upon a successful attack, which Yaza did, damage is rolled 4 with the effect of the attack roll added to the total. So your roll was 9
Yeah.
plus 4, so you do 13 damage.
Yes.
Yeah, once the total amount of damage a weapon is causing has been calculated, apply the effect of the attack roll.
So you have to beat the roll by 6 or more to get a critical?
8.
No, you have to have 8 to hit.
Oh, to crit?
That's what we're trying to...
Oh, if an attack roll against a spacecraft has an effect of 6 or higher and it causes damage, you do a critical hit.
Okay.
Okay, that
So
makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
then he
Kind of.
gets -2 for his armor, which brings down to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that would be 30% of his armor.
Wow.
So that would be a severity effect of 3.
That would just be 3 severity 1 effects.
So let's see.
I guess, do you have to identify the thing you're hitting?
No, it's random. There's a table here.
Oh, okay.
Hit location. I rolled an 11, and that is crew.
Oh!
Damn, Yaws.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, you gave him a warning.
I did.
Flying in his little spaceship, and
Right?
he gets a little bit of a Yaws blast.
And
blast.
the M drive,
Ooh.
which is all checks to control the spacecraft suffer DM1, DM -1. And cargo. There's no cargo on here.
Oh, man. 10% of cargo destroyed.
Right.
Alright. Alright, now we got it.
All right. No,
Cool.
there's still one more step.
Right?
Okay, reactions. Oh, once all ships have resolved their attacks, their crew can perform various actions. This is done in initiative order, and the actions a crewman can perform are determined by the duty he was assigned to.
Alright.
Thanks, Pernegi. Thanks for going through this rules stuff when all you want to do is choke the life out of peeper pots. Because you're a killer now. This is
now
what space.
Now I'm a good bad guy.
There you go. That's what space does to you. Yeah, so like a pilot can do evasive action. A gunner can do point defense. So you could shoot at incoming missiles if you wanted to, Yaws. You can also disperse the sand. So if somebody's shooting lasers at us, you can try to stop that.
Oh, dang.
The captain can improve initiative. The engineer can do some stuff with the power plant.
9. So that will hit you.
Yes.
4. Alright, so I rolled a 9.
So you rolled a 9 to hit. And a 9 for damage?
No, I haven't rolled damage yet.
Okay.
So 7 damage, and I add my effect to that, which was 1.
Which was 1.
So that would be 8 damage.
8 damage.
Alright. Minus whatever.
Do we get any minus?
Minus whatever your armor is.
Oh yeah, what's our armor?
Do we get hit?
4.
We got hit?
Armor 4.
Oh, armor 4. So we got 9 damage.
Yeah.
So we got 5 to hull. What's our hull?
100.
Nice.
I do not.
Oh no, we have 90 because our hull
Oh, that's right.
is down.
90.
So we have 90 starting hull.
Yeah.
You just did 5 damage to us.
Yes.
So we don't get a severity.
Yes.
Because it wasn't 10%.
Right.
But if
Yeah.
you take 5 more damage.
Alright. And that shot is a miss.
Woo!
And that shot's a miss.
Everybody do your damage move. Thanks.
Alright, Pernicky, make a sensors check.
11.
So you can now identify these craft. They are light combat fighters.
Okay.
I relay that back. Light combat fighters.
Which are the ones you fought on the monitor.
Okay.
Or I should say ran into.
Whoa, crew, it looks like it's take 2. Whoosh, whoosh. That's my flying sounds. Whoosh.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, Lawrence.
Yeah, he's running it.
Did
He wasn't there that round.
Oh, okay. Nice.
But
Good shot.
he's here now.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, what are you gonna do?
Now it's...
Pilot, right? Or did I skip a step?
Did everybody get their attack step?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're at action
I mean, the
step.
bad guys, I assume the other guys aren't. I mean,
Well, it's whoever, right?
yeah.
So it's whoever's in this combat. So if everybody did their attack step, now we're on action step, where we get to do it by our initiative order, which I guess you guys had to do initiative as well. It's just the ship action is based off the captain, the pilot's
Right.
initiative order. So actually, we might have you fly more, since you're very smart. So technically, the best pilot is Perneg.
Yeah.
For the, yeah.
I'm not a
Miss
combat,
Perfect. Yeah.
combat military person.
Pernicky, do a J-hook.
I'm a
Do a J-hook.
scientist, damn it.
So action step, once all ships, the blah, 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 blah,
Do a
and the
spirally
actions of a
loop-de-loop
crewman
thing.
can perform are determined by it. So if I'm a pilot, I can only do evasive action, which is done pretty much during the movement phase if we have thrust. The gunner can do point defense. Oh no, I'm reading this wrong. There's reactions and action step. So on a reaction, we can do like point defense and all that sort of stuff. So technically, you could use the Sand Blaster to try to negate those laser weapons if they're shooting lasers at us, or you can shoot the lasers at missiles if they're shooting missiles.
Well,
at
the
us.
Sandcaster is supposed to count as an attack.
If he wants to shoot it, because he's got a
Yeah.
dual. Yeah.
But if you guys have initiative, he shoots lasers, then you can't shoot the Sandcaster when the bad guys attack, unless it's different.
I think the Sandcaster is a defensive weapon.
Okay.
Like it's not a shotgun sort of thing. It's meant to be. It's a point defense.
Okay. I think we've only used it on a human before, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Or a gnome, I should say. We've only used it on a gnome.
which is different combat rules, because if we're not going ship to ship, if we're going ship to ground, it's totally different.
Yeah,
And
'cause
pretty
you-
much the ship wins.
Yeah, because you unconventionally used it in
Yeah.
the hangar bay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. That's all I had. So action step. The captain can perform a leadership check to improve initiative. The gunner can reload a turret. The sensor operator can do a sensor lock or an electronic warfare. And then like Marines can do boarding actions and stuff. So the sensor operator, if she wanted to, she could do an improved target lock, maybe obtain on an enemy spacecraft with a successful electronic sensors check. Attacks made by the spacecraft against the target gain a boon until the target lock is broken. A ship sensor operator may attempt to jam the communications of an enemy by making an opposed electronic comms check against the sensor operator in the target spacecraft. The same process may be used with the electronic sensors skill to break a sensor lock. A lot of it looks like it's engineers, so like offline systems, overload drives, different plants, repair systems, stuff like that. So, and then the action steps are us reacting to different critical effects. So that's pretty much, we don't have an action to do. And you don't have to reload, you got lasers.
Yeah.
But if you shot the Sandcaster, then you can take an action to reload it.
Yeah. And how would that work? Because he's up in the cockpit. Gunner station.
Well, I could always take over for that because a pilot can shoot guns like automatically. I just don't get his bonuses. And
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah, during prolonged battles,
Right.
turrets mounted with Sandcasters and missile racks may run out of ammunition. A turret may be reloaded by any traveler with the gunner skill, but it will be unable to make any attacks in that round.
Yeah.
So it'd be him
Okay.
not shooting and reloading.
All right. So we got a new
So yeah, right back over.
round. Larry's here.
So now we get into maneuvers.
It's no surprise the crew has found themselves in more peril. They can't stay out of trouble on the surface or in space. Will they discover if this scout base is legit? Will they find out if it's an illegal operation? Will they discover if this has something to do with Scout Master Fizzlethrust's missing ships? Or will they become the next missing ship if they can't figure out the overly complicated combat rules from this poorly written player's manual? Tune in to the next episode to find out. Until then, space out!